Wow, thank you.
Yeah, don't you love it?
Yeah, I do.
That's so cool. So, yeah, come on over. We'll grab a seat. So what are we doing?
This one.
Yay! Yeah, that's cute. So it's an old school wedge from the late 70s as well, and that's a heavy one. That's going to be fun. And then we can make it modern after. Same theme as everybody else.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, my hair's really thin.
Yeah. It's going to look even thicker with that. Like by the time we blow dried everything, it's a solid shade. It'll look thicker.
Yeah.
And then once we break it up and do a modern dry on it, it's actually, it works today as well.
Nice.
Cool. So come this way, let's wash it.
Okay.
Cool, come on over. Yeah, that's cool. So you're new to Wellington?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. What'd you think of Wellington?
I think it's like so much fun. It's just so big and busy and yeah, lots of things to do.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah, I love it. It's a little city with a lot going on.
Yeah.
And it's really funky.
Very funky.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of see I have an old fringe now. Head
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Your hair just needed updating for your new life here. And yeah, that's a haircut you can, when we modernize it, you can just rock that on through the street.
Yeah.
Everyone here's like a bit of funk, a bit of retro fashion, but modern take on it. That's why we're that's why I love this project at the moment. You walk around Wellington and everyone's wearing like Ramones t-shirts or like you came in wearing the Clash t-shirt.
Yeah.
Which means you're dressing that way. You're just not having the hair to match it. So it's about let's create the hair to match it. Yeah, that's kind of like Joey Ramone had a longer version of that. So you see someone with a Ramones t-shirt and not everything to
Yeah.
Let's just make it more of a complete package if we're going to do the retro.
True that.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can tell I like really badly chopped my own hair.
Sorry?
I wonder if you can tell I like really badly chopped my own hair.
No, that's fine. It's a new start anyway. So we're gonna go. It's gonna be above the. It's gonna be up there in the back.
Yeah, that seems nice.
That's cool. Yep. Here we go. The fun begins. Nice and round.
Nice.
As round as we can make
Oh, I think my friends maybe.
Okay.
It's probably like not that important.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
and get back in 20 minutes. You like New Zealand or Australia better?
I definitely like New Zealand better.
Me too.
Yeah.
There's just different.
Yeah, just like killer vibes.
Yeah.
I think nicer people.
Yeah. I like Australia too. Like I don't do the whole rivalry, like one's better than the other.
Yeah,
They're different, right? And I'm Canadian, so I'm not going to partake in a Kiwi
yeah.
Aussie rivalry. Anybody's going to laugh at it or whatever. If you guys want a rival, I don't get why.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Like I go to Australia all the time because I have family members over there, but
Yeah.
it's just like I don't know.
Yeah.
Different guys.
No, I won't rival. My daughters are born here, so they're Kiwis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm Canadian, and I'm a citizen here now. I like it. I came here. Well, I was here years ago, and I liked it, and then I left, and I came back, and I stayed.
Yeah. No, I know loads of people that came here from overseas.
Yeah.
Seems like a popular place to move.
Yep. And especially Wellington. Like I always say, I moved to Wellington. I didn't move to New Zealand. I love New Zealand. It's good for road trips.
Yeah.
But there's nowhere else in New Zealand I'd live, just Wellington. And the only reason for that is because Wellington is small, laid back with a lot of things going on, and you can go for dinner at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
The rest of the New Zealand, they're great, but the sun goes down, they go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not quite the same.
Yeah. And then Auckland, there's stuff going on, but Auckland's too big and congested. And you don't move to New Zealand to go to a big city, but Wellington has everything that suits me.
Yeah.
As I have a little hair salon in Wellington, it's awesome.
Yeah, I've stayed in Auckland a couple of times, and it's like, I don't know, not it's the same.
No.
It's like people move to Wellington because they want to live here. People move to Auckland because they have to.
Yep.
Because of work and stuff. So
Most countries have a city like Sydney's like that, or Toronto in Canada. I call Toronto the country's work camp because people from all over the world come to Toronto to work. They don't go. There's no beaches in Toronto.
Yeah.
There's no mountains. There's no oceans. There's no, so they go to there to work. I mean, there's some things like you can go up north to some there's natural freshwater lakes up there, which is okay. But most people go to Toronto to work, and then when they get time off, they go to Jamaica, or they go to California. It's like, oh, I got a week off. I'm gonna go to Jamaica.
Nice.
Or if they get a weekend off, they can drive up north of the city. It is nice. It's Canadian nature. But there's no mountains or seawater or anything like that, salt water. So it's novelty wears off after a while.
Yeah, definitely.
Here, if you don't like the scenery, you drive 30 minutes and it's completely different.
Yeah, honestly, it's like, it's crazy. Like some of my uni friends have the nicest scenery.
Yeah.
And they live in a shitty flat, uni flat.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
This is gonna be so good to cut off my dead bleached
Yes.
ends.
Yes. So your hair will be naturally colored for a while until you come for your color. And then we destroy the process of destroying the starts all over
it'll
again.
definitely be better than when I box bleach my hair.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do your color next. But how long do you want to wait till you color it? Because you might want to enjoy your natural color for a little bit.
I would color it today.
Cool. We'll get you in. I'll check the computer before you go. We'll get you in. And then we can do another follow-up of how that retro looks with a modern color. So it's the same haircut. So we'll do the awful retro style, the modern style, and then we'll color it.
Sick.
And then that'll be cool.
Yeah. I always try and bleach my own hair, and it comes out like bright yellow.
Because what you're using isn't strong enough to get the job done.
Just awful. And then
it's also technique.
And then I cover it in like a funky color.
Yeah.
But
try to mask it as much as you can. Yep. But that's the best way to learn is you trial and error, or as we say it back home, denial and error. Trial and error, more like denial and error. Like, oh, that didn't really happen. I screwed up. Deny it. Wasn't me. Denial and error. It's amazing. That's what I was going for. I would color it today, but I have to pick up my daughter from school.
Yeah, no, I didn't think like
No,
anyone would go through like an unplanned color.
No, we'll, I might have time Wednesday. If Wednesday's good for you.
I think Wednesday is good for me.
Yeah.
I don't have any classes that day.
That's cool. We'll aim for that then. And then we can do it after.
It's exciting. I told my mom about this and she was like, oh my god.
Yeah?
He wanted you guys to give me like a beehive or something.
Oh yeah, because that's an area of retro that I haven't explored yet, but I have in the past. And we're going to go there, but I've only photographed it in the past.
Right.
And I haven't explored that for a very long time. But it comes down to what inspires you. At the moment, because we were coming out of lockdown and girls were doing mullets.
Oh my god.
It inspired me into the 70s, big time. Then I'm like, let's just do other hair from the 70s. Let's just do hair and haircuts, right? And then, it's 1970 and you're getting a haircut.
Yeah.
And this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Or up to I'd say like late 70s, early 80s is what's inspiring me at the moment. And I definitely will go back to the 60s because this hair salon was Blow Up, which is named after a nightclub that used to theme the 60s in a movie from the 60s. So if you look at the original poster there, they go with the bob, that's like 1965. That was some of our original projects that we were doing. But then you stray away from it because inspiration wants you to do that. And then you go back to it again. And the other thing, we did 1920s as well.
Oh, cool.
And we did, we jump around.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of my best. Oh, sorry, I have like a whole bunch.
No. I'm going to. You can put it back in. I'm just going to not do that again.
Yeah, sorry. I'll just take it.
Oh, you just take it out. That's cool. We'll just throw it over there for the meantime.
Yeah.
So you don't lose it.
A lot of rings.
I know. I always think that we should ask people to take them out before we do something like this, but otherwise, it's alright.
I never take them out, so I always forget they're already in there.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just work around them. You can see that shape. It's cute.
Nice. My mom had me permanently in a bob when I was a child.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Very familiar.
You'll get a haircut and you'll like it.
Yeah.
But the one thing we're trying to avoid with this project for now are bobs.
Yeah.
Because that's the play safe. Like, I'll do a bob. I'm like, no, you won't. Because bobs are done to death. Every decade has a bob phase somewhere along the way.
That's so true.
Yeah, so we just want to avoid that. Like 90s were like graduation bobs. And then we've had a lot of bobs again come back lately. In the 80s they were bobs, but like kind of longer with the curled under and with the bangs. But then today, like people really like French bobs as they call it. And French people are like, I have friends from France. I'm like, do you know what a French bob is? And I'm like, what? So you Google French bob and they're like, why? It's just what English people are calling it. And then in France they're like, it's just a bob. It's funny. So you get people coming like, I want a French bob. I'm like, yeah, I know what you mean. But then when you get my friends from France, like, do you guys call them French bobs? They're like, no. Really? People call it that? It's funny. The French don't know the bob.
Oh, that is. I do kind of associate France
Yeah.
with like the bobs.
Yeah, the bob and the cigarette and kind of like here and heavy and then the fringe above the eyebrows. Yep. It's what we see in the pictures, but then people from France are like, I've never had one. Yeah, it's association.
Have you done a lot of the like bleached colored just fringes and stuff?
Yep, we've done that too. Because we would do, yeah, exactly, like the bob with it all one length and the heavy fringe, and you bleach just the fringe.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's
I've done that. Love it.
it's so cool. That's what these are all very old.
Yeah, that's what you had. Yeah.
Yeah. I see them everywhere.
Yep.
Super cool though.
Yep. So your fringe, we're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go longer. We'll go into there. And this side, we need to do a little more out of it. Your mom liked you, Bob, when you were young. She'll probably love this.
Yeah. No, I know she will.
Yeah. Tough Aussie mothers.
Yeah.
Every month, go to the get your Bob every month. Oh, it's getting a little long.
Yeah.
Put that fringe above the eyebrows. I want to see her face.
You have to imagine like the bob with the fringe with like really thick rimmed glasses.
Yep. Does your mom do that to you?
Yeah.
Did you go to an all-girls school with a uniform?
It was actually an all-girls like Catholic school.
Yeah,
In
so yeah.
Sydney.
The all-girls go with the uniform and the bob with the fringe
Yeah.
above the eyebrows. You can see her face. Oh my God, your mom was dressing you up.
Oh my God, yeah, you can
Yeah.
imagine it was so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I grew up in Toronto, and I remember I went to Sydney for the first time when I was 16 years old. I'd never seen the uniforms. Because we don't have them. Regular old public high schools in Toronto.
You don't have uniforms?
I went to Thornhill Secondary. It's like, yeah, boys and girls mixed together without uniforms. And our biggest rule in high school was we had a smoking section on school property for students.
Wow.
And the rule is you have to be 14 years old to smoke.
Amazing.
So it's different. So then you're 16 years old and you're in Sydney. And I had kind of longer hair and my fringe was flopping over. Because a lot of those boys had haircut rules, right?
Right, yeah.
And then I had this longer, I'm the guy from Canada with the longer hair. And people noticed. And then when you meet people and then you speak, like I look different anyway.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I was there during the school year for you guys. But I'm hanging around and I talk to people. And then before I start talking, they like look at me like, oh, and I'm not, you know, middle of the day, not wearing uniform in this hair. But then my accent, oh, and then, oh my God, did I ever stand out?
Yeah, oh my God.
Yeah.
The accent was like so prominent when I moved to New Zealand. It was so funny there.
Yep. I had fun, but I'd never seen those uniforms like everybody back then, because that was a while ago now. But everybody, guys and girls, wear the uniforms, and then there's the boys' schools and the girls' schools. So it's segregation and conformity.
Yeah.
And then my high school was we raised free thinkers. The biggest rule was the smoking rule. Beyond that, every rule is subjective, and that's how we were raised. And that's at the same time, you know, we go to Sydney, it's like, oh my God, that's a different world.
Yeah. The
so
schools are pretty intense.
Yeah. But when you look at education, like Canada raises free thinkers. But so does Finland, and so does Germany, and so does Holland. Those are the free-thinking cultures.
Yeah.
New Zealand is conformists. Aussie is conformists.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say what's better or worse, but there are differences. Now, I know New Zealand's not entirely conformist. Like, we do have Wellington High and Wellington in Onslow, which is boys and girls mixed, no uniforms. When I hire somebody, if I hire someone that went to the all-girls school, they need more direction.
Really?
Yeah, like what did you want me to do next?
Right.
When I hire someone at a Wellington High, which is free thinkers, raising free thinkers, They never ask for direction. They just do.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
But you can understand that because if you're wearing uniforms and rules and do as you're told, they're not going to take initiative until, you know?
Yeah, no.
So, but as an employer, people don't think of this. As an employer, I'd rather the kids like they didn't wear the uniforms, to be honest, because if I'm got my day going on and someone's like, what did you want me to do next? What did you want me to do next? What did you want me to do next?
Yeah, it's like,
can you just
annoying.
own your job already?
Yeah.
And eventually they figure it out. But somebody out of a free thinking school, they figure it out right away. And they don't mind, they're not afraid of making a mistake because mistakes are actually opportunities to correct yourself and learn, right? But that's not what the rules teach you, but that's what the free thinking teaches you. So you're seeing those are the differences.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly didn't. I think I did like my New Zealand school better.
Yep.
I didn't go to New Zealand high school for very long, but
no, that's cool. You had a chance to do it. Though,
it was nice.
Yeah.
It was really small.
Which high school did you go to?
I went to high school in Tauranga.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's like by the beach, and
Oh,
like
yeah,
it's
that
a
would've been
really
cool.
small area.
Yeah.
So like my grade had like 20 people in it. So it was
that's
like
small.
a massive difference from.
That would have been fun though.
It was so nice actually.
Yeah.
I met like the coolest people.
Yeah. The thing about you, like you went to the all girls and everything, but girls are so adaptable anyway that when you get to the next stage in your life, you just move on from that, and it doesn't really hold you back. Like you do adapt.
Yeah.
Boys are a bit more challenging because a boy 13, 14, 15 going to an all boys school is missing out on social development without having the other, not just the girls around, but if you go to, like, say, it's a Catholic boys' school with the same religion and mostly the same race and no girls, and then he's 25 years old and he's meant to be a manager of a diverse team.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, no.
But a girl is more adaptable. She'll be able to lead that team, but the guy's gonna have a harder time.
Yeah.
And then especially if they were like sport-centric or rugby-centric, and then the whole boys club kind of thing. So those are the ones who end up owing a fortune to the HR jar because they say stupid things.
Yeah.
Because they weren't developed. You know, their development was different. So.
Oh, sorry.
But now what we're seeing now is a lot of boys' schools are actually starting to take girls into their enrollment to try to. It's recognized this day and age.
Yeah, I think co-ed is just natural. I guess.
Yeah.
It's like the way to go.
There's one out in Wellington called Scots College. It's been boys' school since the 1800s. First year they're accepting girls.
Oof, that must be
Yep.
difficult atmosphere to move into.
I wouldn't be one of the,
girl.
I wouldn't want to be one of the girls, but no, it just goes to show that you need to be adaptable. You need to, because we're modern employers are diversity, right?
Right.
So you're sending your boy to same sex, same religion, mostly the same race, and they don't want to talk about sexuality, and then you want him to manage a team.
Yeah.
Good luck with that one.
Yeah, it's super weird. Yeah, I think my brother's like the co-ed schools anyway in New Zealand.
Oh, yeah.
Once he moves, so
Yeah.
I can totally like see the change.
Yeah.
Or the difference. I mean.
Yeah. I do like trips over to Australia still. I have fun over there.
Yeah, I wish I could go over.
Oh, yeah,
Unfortunately, like COVID is like
restrictions.
really annoying.
Yeah, but we'll be back.
Hopefully, yeah.
We can freely go there. It's just that it's coming back. It's the problem.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah. I think it would be very like I don't have a good enough reason to go over there yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you liking this?
I think it looks sick.
I know. I told you.
It reminds me of this like character in Twilight who has like the coolest hair.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll fit your video, but like she has it like curled upwards like the end.
Oh, like flicked out that way?
Yeah, like flicked
yeah,
out.
I can try it.
I'll show you a photo of my phone.
Yeah, let's try it.
Because I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's like the same kind of length.
Yeah. That's where you naturally want to part. pretty much the haircut.
Nice.
I kind of like it. Also has a Chrissy Hines kind of vibe to it.
Oh yeah.
You know, from the Pretenders. Yeah, that's fine. That's for me to educate. Chrissy Hines is the lead singer of the Pretenders, which is a band from that era, and she kind of had these kind of haircuts as well, with the longer fringe. Because it's a longer fringe, like it's when you take that fringe up to there is when things get weird, right? But with a bit of a longer fringe, it is a that wedge shaped haircut, but it doesn't. You're able to stomach. Yeah, it's a cool haircut. You're liking it.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Yeah. So if we want to flick it out that way, it might be too short for that.
Oh, that's alright then.
So we'll do, but what we can do is we can flick it back, or we can curl it under. But we can curl it under because after we curl it under, that flicks back anyway, just by pushing it back. So then you can do both looks.
Okay, cool.
So, but yeah, we'll do exactly like that picture where it's mushroomed under.
Awesome.
And then we'll flick it back, and then we'll wash it out and we'll modernize it. So I'd like to thank my sponsors again, good old Moose.
Awesome.
And then, they're not really a sponsor, I'm just making jokes.
Oh.
But probably after a few of these videos, because that's what I get that from my supplier and they're really good to me, they're probably like, oh, just have a few cans of Moose for your videos. Like, sweet!
Nice.
Yeah, that'll probably come up. They haven't seen this project yet, so the dialogue hasn't come up. But they've always been supportive. I've done all these crazy projects and they've been supportive of things for me in the past.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Well, it's awesome. Any salon out there thinking about what product line to go with, if anyone wants to start a hair salon? Well, love it. Seriously. Add a little more. And I'll show you the way it looks right now before we do the big blow dry. But you can see, if you took a shower and you did nothing and did the wash and wear, that's cool, eh?
Yeah, I don't really do anything like style.
Yeah, exactly. That's what everyone does these days anyway. So that's why I'm all about emphasis on the cut and you guys do nothing. So these haircuts look amazing.
Sorry, I'm really blind.
That's fine. You can see from the back though, eh?
Oh, nice.
Isn't that fun?
I love it.
Yeah, me too. That's great. Cool. Let's make it big. I'll need the other brush. So what you do after this blow dry, you send a picture of it to your mother.
I will.
So she'd be like, oh, it's the haircut I should have been getting you when you were younger.
Yeah, I'll send it to them.
Good thing you just got bobs. It's far worse than a bob. My two daughters is different because modern parenting. So I see it as consent and space rule. Like I don't care a woman's age. I don't care if you're like a year old or 80 years old or 18 or 25. Consent and space. Now, like your mom would take you for a bob.
Right.
Is that something you wanted?
I don't think I even
Or you
understood
didn't?
the concept of like
That's fine.
what I wanted for my
No, that's fine too. But like if you're forcing a haircut on a kid, in my brain that violates consent and space. And if you
Yeah.
take away, you have to remove the age factor of it.
Nah.
All you're doing is compromising their confidence
Yeah.
with stuff like that. So I don't do that with my daughters.
Yeah.
My daughter's been bobbed twice because she asked for them.
Right.
And she likes to throw her hair halfway to her back, and then I come home and I don't even, it's not even, she brings it up, she goes, Dad, can I get a haircut tomorrow? I'm like, sure. So we come this morning, she asks for a bob and she loves it, and then it goes back, and it's halfway down her back again. But mostly her reason to do it, it just gets tangled, but she brushes her hair anyway, like I empower her to do her own grooming.
Yeah.
So she just ends up asking for it, it inspires her.
Yeah. It is easier with short hair.
Her fresh bob looks amazing. As it grows to shoulder length in here. All those phases look amazing. Then it gets to a certain point, and then she's just like trying to, because you watch her trying to brush her hair.
Yeah.
She's trained though. She's really good at it. And they said, Daddy, can I get a haircut tomorrow? I'm like, yeah, sure.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's empowering a woman, even though she's only 6. But you're treating her with that empowerment all the way through her life.
Yeah.
And another way too. She's already got a yellow belt in karate. No, almost an orange belt because she's got a yellow belt with an orange stripe.
Yeah.
She's heading towards her orange belt now. And she hasn't been at it very long. So that's the, we don't give her unwanted haircuts. Or the old like, give your Aunt Bunny a kiss. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't want to kiss Aunt Bunny, don't kiss Aunt Bunny. If Aunt Bunny knits you some ridiculous thing for Christmas and you don't want to wear it, you don't have to wear it. Don't subject your kids to that crap anymore.
Yeah.
Empower them. That way when they're 20 years old and they go out to university and then there's someone like trying to take advantage of them, they can just be assertive and,
Definitely.
they won't be shy or, I don't want anyone to be shy or timid and compromise their upbringing and whatnot. I can't be there forever. I'm not, protective parent anyway. I'm an empowerment parent.
Right.
Yeah. So that way I know that I can feel comfortable when they go out there in the world.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. Snowplow parenting. Snowplow parenting. Yeah, that's the worst. You constantly dragging behind and you're cleaning up there,
Yeah.
My mom did an amazing job. I'm not questioning other parents. I'm questioning you did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is how I do things because of this day and age.
Yeah. It's best.
Love your mums. And if your haircut looks a little bit like what your mom used to have, that's a good thing because if you look like your mom should be your biggest role model.
My mom,
If you look like your biggest role model, that's a good thing.
I
Was she always long hair?
She had like this massive permed, like
Oh yeah,
fro thing.
yeah,
It was red, and then she had blonde like streaks in it. It was cool.
yeah. That's fine. Maybe not do that one.
Yeah, that's not it.
That's her fashion at that time, though.
Very 80s.
Yeah. And you can't see without your glasses, can you? Just a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna look. You're curious.
You know, it's sick.
Yeah, it's fun.
Sorry.
That's okay. Your hair really wants to split in the middle because it always does.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I'm not going to fight it. We'll just do a couple quick shots with the mushroom, but we're going to push it back. You'll see, it won't do it yet, but you'll see as soon as I get my fingers into that and push it back, it's going to look like a completely different haircut.
Yeah.
It's
cool.
yeah, let's have a look at the back. Slide this off.
Okay.
And we'll do some shots of it, and then we're going to change the style of it.
Okay.
And yeah, it goes with the dress. You put your glasses on.
Sick.
Isn't that fun?
Very.
So I'm not going to blast that with hairspray at all. We're going to just do a few shots of it like that, and then we'll come back and we'll modify it.
Cool. I'm going to send some photos to my
Doesn't it feel like you have way more hair than you had before?
Yeah.
Like you just cut off a lot of hair, but now it feels like you have more hair.
It honestly does.
Yeah.
So
Come on over, let's shoot it. Oh yes, on here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to push it back. And you can see right away, just combing it back like that. And you can see how that changes instantly. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see the sides. So that's a completely different look just like that.
Yeah.
And then also because your hair doesn't want to go forward anyway, in the bangs, in the fringe. So that's kind of like more, like if you had this haircut, this is the way you'd style it for, you know, day-to-day life and whatnot. Yeah, then, and we like to get in there with hairspray like that. Yeah, you see how that instantly changed, just like that? Because the blow dry gave it the volume, and then it's just manipulating it. And I'll show you that one. Do you like this one better or the mushroom better?
They're both pretty.
They're both pretty cool?
Pretty swag, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So that's probably, because of your hair type, that's more of what you would end up like sitting on you, just like that.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's photograph this one.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm going to photograph this one. Yeah. I like this one better. Now here's the next question. Do you want me to wash it to make it modern, or do you want me to keep it this way today?
I might just keep it this way.
Okay, that's cool. So we'll come over and do some after shots. So, yeah. Grab a seat there again.
Yeah. Okay.
So we decided you want to keep it this way. So we're not gonna do a modern version of it today. But what we're gonna have doing is we're gonna have you back on Wednesday. We'll do your color. And then at that point, we can do a modern version of it. But for today, because you love this, you're enjoying this.
I think it's dope.
Yeah, you want to walk around Cupid Street with this today and just be like, rock this shit. Maybe you want to borrow the dress too. No, I would just dress the way you came anyway, because everything you were dressed anyway like suits this haircut anyway. I love it. Yeah, so go enjoy your day with it.
Awesome. Well,
And then see you on Wednesday.
yes.
Cool.
Awesome. I'll just take my earring.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, feel free to get changed back into your thing now. Yep. So what did you think?
I think it was awesome, really cool experience. I really like how it turned out.
Yeah, me too.
And yeah, it was a bit of a surprise, but I like how it turned out.
Yeah,
anyway.
me too. I think we also commented that like that was the traditional blow drying of it, but we decided that this actually works modern, the way that was blow dried.
Yeah.
So when you get like we put your water clothes back, you know, what your regular stuff back on, the blowout, the haircut and the blow and everything actually really works. So
Yeah, it looks cool.
go rock it on Cuba Street.
Awesome.
See ya. See you Wednesday.